It all goes wrong in the kitchen, and then it explodes when I try to make a Thai dish and an Indian side dish. Join us on the Tiburzi Test Kitchen. Katie and I once took this cooking class with this Indian grandmother making traditional recipes. She also made similar culture recipes, but it was featuring these great spices I've never heard before. So I'd like going to Asian markets, so it gave me the perfect chance to try an Indian grocery store. So I get to the Indian grocery store and there's a whole aisle of dal. Dal is basically a lentil, but it's mixed with other things, depending on what kind of dal you buy. So I'm looking for a moog dal. Basically, it is a vegetarian superfood, very healthy. I start by creating the marinade for the chicken. This means chopping up lemongrass for the first time. So I Google it, and what I find out is I chop both ends off, I peel an outer layer, I chop that in half, and I look for some soft spot in the middle. I think this is what you want to chop. I don't know, I'm getting rushed at this point, and the Google search from the night before is a little hazy, so everything seems to be falling apart at this point of the recipe. So now I take cumin seed, coriander seed, and I place them in a grinder and I turn them into a coarse powder. In a mixing bowl, I add coconut milk, peanut butter, turmeric powder, salt, and sugar. I then add that ground spice to it and mix it up. Add cubed or stripped chicken into the marinade for 30 minutes. All right, back on our side dish, I rinse that dal. I then add it to the tomatoes and put it in a pan with some water. So if you don't have a pressure cooker, you can bring the liquid to a boil, then simmer for about 40 minutes. But by using a pressure cooker, it cuts your time in half. I even made this recipe before this shoot, twice even, and both times it turned out perfect. But for some reason, this time, the pressure cooker seemed to explode, which is odd. I used the same recipe as before. I didn't fill past the fill lines. I wasn't even close of the fill lines of the pressure cooker. Why this happened, I don't know. So I guess plan B is going to be to simmer this until it's tender and stewy, adding more water if needed, and then go back to the chicken. I toss it in a wok with oil. But actually I liked it better on skewers on a grill. There's kind of too much marinade in this situation, so you might not want to cube it. You might just want to cut it in strips and put it on a skewer on a grill. So back on the side dish, I add my two favorite things I got at the Indian store. One is ghee. I melt that and saute my chopped onion. Ghee is a clarified butter which supposedly has health benefits, according to Google. To the dal, I add sakti dal rice powder, which flavors the lentils with garlic, curry, chili, among so many other things. So it's easier just to buy like a dal mix and serve. So again, grill the chicken. There's too much marinade cooking it in the wok. Also, sauteed onions with ghee is so much flavor, and according to the internet, it's healthier than butter. And finally, the dal seasoning. So much seasoning packed into one little thing, it's worth getting. Until then, keep cooking and